having a ball. See you on the road. So we've woken up in Virginia City this morning. Had a great night last night visiting a number of bars. So I went to the Bucket of Blood, went to the Delta, the Bonanza, the Silver Dollar, which is downstairs, and then one that's, can't remember the name of it, but heaps of bands playing. It was great. So how you going?
Yeah, we're all a little bit worse for wear this morning. Enjoying a coffee. Yeah,
that's
Calamity
it.
Jane's.
Calamity Jane's Cafe. So just a bit of brekkie this morning. So what's happening today, Rod? What are we doing today?
Well, I feel like I'm pretty much a local here now. Town hero. South out of Virginia City.
Yeah, exactly.
Onto the 50th, I think, and
onto the 50.
Is it
heading east on the 50?
East on the 50 to Austin, isn't it?
To Austin, yeah. So we'll stop at Austin to gas up.
Pretty warm.
And
pretty
then
warm yeah, it's a hot day already.
Very warm, yeah. And then
this is, if you can pan up there, that's just what we had last night.
I will in a sec. Yeah, and then from Austin we head north on the 308 until we hit Battle Mountain, and then we'll head east on the I-80. And tonight we're at Elko. So Elko is renowned as a casino town. So no doubt we'll have a feed and hit the casinos, and one or two or three or four. I think there's about a dozen of them there.
God, there's a dozen pubs in this little town.
Well, Elko's a little bit bigger than this town, so. But anyway, it's pretty straightforward riding today. There's not a lot of twisties. There's a few, but we're actually travelling on, as Rod said, we're travelling on the 50 today, and it's called the Loneliest Highway. So that's its name in the United States. It's also the old route of the Pony Express. Anyway, we'll see you on the road. So we're at the cider factory having brekkie. 3 of the others have arrived, and after a really big night, Hayden has decided. What have we got going on there, Hayden?
Bloody Mary.
Hayden's having a Bloody Mary for breakfast.
Look at the shit he took out of it, mate.
You get your value for money, don't
garnish.
What a glutton.
you? Just a pig.
just on the outskirts of Fallon, just a quick gas stop. Highway 50 obviously, so not a bad road so far, mate.
It's been awesome. Good road,
Yeah.
good weather.
Pretty straight, yeah, hardly cloud, well there's a few clouds in the sky, not too many, but yeah, nice temperature, not too much to look at, but bit of good high speed riding over. Yeah, having a ball. See you on the road.
Running coast to coast through the heart of America on an odyssey of more than 3,000 miles, US 50 passes through a dozen different states and 4 state capitals, as well as the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Along the route are some of the country's most magnificent landscapes: the Sierra Nevada and the Appalachian and Rocky Mountains, the endless farmlands of the Great Plains, and the desiccated deserts of Utah and Nevada. Heading west to east, you can travel back in history from the cutting-edge high-tech contemporary Silicon Valley across the Wild West frontier of the mid-1800s and through the lands the likes of Daniel Boone and countless other pioneered in the 1700s before arriving at the Atlantic Ocean near some of the oldest and best preserved colonial-era landscapes in the United States. From its start at San Francisco, the route cuts across California's midsection, passing the state capital of Sacramento, before following the route of the old Pony Express up into the Sierra Nevada, to the shores of Lake Tahoe and into Nevada.
Well folks, we're on Highway 50, so it's the loneliest road in America. It's nicknamed. We've got about 60 miles to go before we hit our next stop at Austin, so we'll gas up there and maybe have something to eat or drink. We'll see how we're feeling at the time. But yeah, great ride today. A little bit of smoke around, but it's still very, very beautiful. Beautiful countryside. The road is just spectacular. So the boys are having a ball.
The Nevada portion of the route, dubbed the loneliest road in America by travel riders and tourist boards, is one of the most compelling long-distance drives in the country, provided you find miles and miles of little more than mountains, sagebrush and blue sky compelling. The Great Basin desert continues across half of Utah, but then the route climbs over the Wasatch Front and onto the national park-packed red rock country of the Colorado Plateau. As a proper boom and bust 19th century mining town, an 1860s silver rush made Austin thrive with a population of more than 10,000. By 1887, however, ore discovery and production declined, prompting the city's residents to seek new opportunities elsewhere. Thanks to its perfect location on Highway 50, the loneliest road in America, Austin was able to hang on, and today still showcases its fascinating chapter of Nevada's story, including the Austin Historical Society, where you'll see fascinating artifacts from the mining boom days and the Pony Express route.
This is Austin in Nevada. Beautiful old town.
Nevada Highway 305 crosses stark, empty land for 90 miles between Austin and Battle Mountain, and is designated a scenic byway. For all its length, the road follows the Reese River Valley, which is hilly for a while near the south end, but is mostly flat, wide and uninhabited. There are no towns en route, just a few isolated ranches and working mines. The road begins to climb up to 20 miles from the south into the foothills of the Ravenswood Mountains, where the land is a little moister and more overgrown. with meadows near the river and a few abandoned ranch buildings at intervals. The highway ends with a slow descent to Battle Mountain, which is named after the nearby hills, on the far side of Interstate 80. We finally reached the town of Elko late afternoon. Elko is the largest regional city in Nevada's northeast, with a population of 55,000, and the main industry being gold mining. We checked into our accommodation, and after a few beers and tall tales, we ventured to a Mexican restaurant for a fantastic meal and a few Mexican beers. Tomorrow is going to be another big day in the saddle. Join the Silver Gypsies on our next episode as we ride from Elko into Twin Falls, Idaho.